All right. Number 11 gives us sine theta is 4/5, and it tells us theta is between pi over 2 and pi. So let's just draw our angle. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, 4/5, and this is a triple. And this x value would be -3. And it wants to know cosine. And that's adjacent over hypotenuse. All right, number 12 tells us that theta is between 270 and 360. So 270, 360, so somewhere here. And it tells me cosine is 5/13. Adjacent over hypotenuse, +5, 13, and this is a triple. This is a 5, 12, 13, and the y value would be -12. So tangent is what it wants, equals opposite over adjacent, -12/5. Let's do 13. 13 tells me sine theta is 5/7. Tells me theta is between pi over 2 and pi. So let's draw it. Opposite is 5, hypotenuse is 7. Okay, this is not a triple. So let's figure out the missing side length. We'll do Pythagorean theorem for that. And we have our hypotenuse. We have one of the legs. Let's find the other one. So c squared minus b squared. A squared equals c squared. That's 7 squared minus 5 squared. A squared is 49 minus 25. A squared equals 49 minus 25 is 24. And we need to square root both sides. Square root of a squared is a. Square root of 24. Perfect squares that go into 24. 4 goes into 24. So that's 4 times 6. Take the square root of 4 out. So that will be 2√6. That's my missing side on the triangle. But since it's a negative x value, so -2√6. All right, and it wants cosine. Cosine theta is adjacent over hypotenuse, -2√6/7. Okay, let's see. All right, number 14, last one. Sine theta is 3√6/10. Cosine is positive. So which quadrant are we going to be in? If sine is positive and cosine is positive, then that has to be first quadrant. So opposite is 3√6, hypotenuse is 10. We got to find the missing side length. So a squared equals c squared minus b squared. A squared equals c squared, 10 squared, minus 3√6 squared. So a squared is 100 minus. If I square 3√6, that's 3√6 times 3√6. 3√6 times 3√6. Well, 3 times 3 is 9. √6 times √6 is 6. So 9 times 6 is 54. So I'm doing 100 minus 54. And that is 46. And I got a square root both sides. So A is, there are no perfect squares that go into 46. So just leave it √46. So that is a positive √46. And it wants secant, which is cosine flipped. So that is hypotenuse. Let me come over here. Secant theta is hypotenuse over adjacent, and don't leave the root on bottom. So times root 46, root 46. That's 10 root 46 over 46, and the 10 over 46 simplifies down. 2 goes into both of them. 2 goes into 10 5 times 5 root 46 over, and 2 goes into 46 23 times. So secant theta is 5 root 46 over 23.